Graduate research is an experience enriched by the peer network that you established beyond the research that you're doing. And we're now going to hear from Lisa Williams, who's a second-year PhD student at the Florey, and she's the Vice President of the Students of the Florey Institute Association, known as SOFI. And she'll tell us a little bit about student life at the Institute. Thanks, Lisa.
Thanks, David. So I'm here just to give you a taste of what it's like to actually be a student at the Florey after we've heard about some of the amazing research that is done here. So the SOFI is a committee of students, including PhD, honours and master's students. And next slide, please, Jackie. And our kind of mission statement is to provide a range of opportunities for Florey students to become part of the student community, and for that community to enrich their research experience through both educational, social and professional development. Next slide, please. So despite the challenges of COVID this year, we've still thought to do that by providing opportunities for our student community to connect online and online. So we've done that through things like online panel discussions with experts in mental health. We've done that through online social activities such as games nights. We've provided opportunities for students to continue sharing their work online and getting feedback from other students. We've run opportunities for students to transfer their skills to each other, to meet people from other institutes around the Parkville precinct, amongst other things. Next slide, please. And yeah, through these events, such as these social events, you begin to develop your local scientific network within the Parkville precinct. And these people you meet at the Florey become both your friends and your scientific peers. And that's why SOFI thinks it's really important to run these sort of events. And we also develop kind of other networks through mentorship programs we run. We provide opportunities for students to have lunch with international speakers. Next, please. And we really, would like to welcome new students next year, to whether this will be on site, in this photo on the left, off site, or through more kind of online events. Next slide, please. Just some cute dogs to get your attention back. Next slide, please. Sorry, next slide. I think I've already touched on that. And so a research degree is about more than just your thesis. As Steve kind of said, a lot of research experiences don't end with a career in academia. So the Florey is a really great place for you to develop some of those other skills that will kind of set you up to have transferable skills for other careers. And that's what some of these SOFI events we try and do, try and cater towards. And just some kind of advice for those students who are kind of trying to decide what to do next. I'd really encourage you to talk to multiple potential supervisors. So reach out via email to anyone whose research you think might be interesting to you. And as a few of the supervisors have said, those projects aren't set in stone a lot of the time. So it's worth reaching out if you have a general interest in their work. Also ask to talk to current students in the group, other people who've been supervised by these academics, and other staff in the group, because often the other students and staff within the lab group will have a pretty big role in mentoring and training you in your research experience. And just more broadly, you can think about kind of what techniques you might be interested in. So are you interested in microscopy? Are you interested in developing skills in MRI? And let that kind of drive which projects might interest you. And even more broadly, are you interested in vivo or in vitro work? Would you like to work with humans, with cell cultures, with animals? And that might help you kind of make decisions about what sort of supervisors interest you. And yeah, remember that it is about more than just your thesis, and that making friends and scientific networks and professional development is all a really big part of honours, masters and a PhD.